Why will a medical doctor work for 9 months, 16 months, 19 months without getting paid?
But you see how much kidnappers are eating from victims.
My bill is government should all the stakeholders in that sector, they need to be spoken to, we sit together and appeal to them.
The 3% for the oil producing community is too low.
So it is support that is needed. And once you get the support, your airlines will blossom.
This is Nigeria. You need to give people sense of belonging.
My name is Winifred Bebo, and it's a great pleasure being with you on today's program. I sincerely apologize for bringing you the program behind schedule. It was due to some technicalities and circumstances beyond our control. But we are here now, and we'll be dissecting major newspaper headlines. Welcome once again. We'll be starting with the nation's most leading and most influential newspaper, the Leadership newspaper. On today's Leadership newspaper, Friday, 17th of September 2021, it says, Southern governors move to entrench fiscal federalism. Southern governors move to entrench fiscal federalism. And all the major news headlines we have bullets to use state assemblies, National Assembly members to pursue constitution amendments. Insist South must produce next president. Support Nigerian Governors Forum stance on Petroleum Industry Act. State security outfits to collaborate for safety of region. That is on Leadership newspaper. And on the same Leadership newspaper, we move down. It's also a headline story under the major headline. And it says, manufacturers under pressure as Naira falls to 570 Naira per dollar. And of course, the bullet says CBN, that is the Central Bank of Nigeria, has no control over parallel markets, says source. Manufacturers under pressure as Naira falls to 570 Naira per dollar. Indeed, the Naira is having a free fall. From Leadership newspaper, we move over to a sister publication, the National Economy. And on National Economy, the major news headline is States push for resource control may gain momentum. States push for resource control may gain momentum as court decides on VAT controversy. And that is National Economy. States push for resource control may gain momentum as court decides on VAT controversy. That is on National Economy. And of course, there's something to cheer about too in the same National Economy. Underneath the story is Nigerian Railway Corporation earns 2.12 billion Naira revenue in the first quarter of 2021. Of course, it's not all gloomy news. It's really something to cheer about. From National Economy, we move over to our national paper, Blueprint newspaper. On Blueprints, we have VAT war, that is value added tax war. Our big court stops Rivers, Lagos, and Southern governors kick. Our big court stops Rivers, Lagos, Southern governors kick. Reserves ruling on joinder bid. That is on Blueprint newspaper. From Blueprint, we move over to the Tribune newspaper today. And of course, let's see what Tribune has to offer Nigerians today. What is trending on Tribune newspaper? And on the cover, it says headline story, Southern governors, VAT collection falls within powers of states. Southern governors, VAT collection falls within powers of states. As Appeal Court declines to stop FIRS, that is Federal Inland Revenue Service, from value-added tax collection. Tribune newspaper, we're moving over to the Guardian. The Guardian newspaper. Okay, sorry. Oh, we have the Nation newspaper. The Nation says Lagos Rivers ask court to stop value-added tax revenue sharing. Lagos Rivers asks court to stop value-added tax revenue sharing. That is on the Nation. And of course, the writer says South governors back court action on tax. Don't join Lagos, says FIROS, of course, to the courts. Don't join Lagos, says FIROS, as Lagos Rivers ask court to stop VAT sharing, revenue sharing. That is on the Nation newspaper. Moving away from the Nation, we are on the Guardian newspaper. The Guardian newspaper, Friday, 17th of September, says Southern governors insist on VAT collection. 2023 presidency. Southern governors insist on VAT collection. 2023 presidency. And of course, the papers, the nation's newspapers today are awash with Southern governors' stance on VAT, that is value-added tax. And the bullets on that story says Southern governors reaffirms commitment to structural fiscal federalism. Southern governors insist on VAT collection. 2023 presidency reaffirm commitment to structural fiscal federalism. Appeal court declines to stop FIROS from VAT collection. Reserves ruling on Lagos request to join cases on VAT dispute. NECA seeks power to determine agency to remit VAT to. LCCI expresses concern over double taxation on businesses as port stakeholders align with federal government vote for status quo. That is Guardian newspaper. Of course, Daily Sun has the same story on certain governors unite on VAT, insist on 2023 presidency. That is the Daily Sun. Still on certain governors unite on VAT, insist on 2023 presidency. And it says states we collect consumption tax. Appeal court reserves ruling. Sun newspaper. Appeal court reserves ruling on Lagos application to join suit. Southern governors unite on VAT, insist on 2023 presidency. And it says that the Southern governors are saying that states should collect consumption tax. And of course, the appeal court reserves ruling on Lagos application. From the Daily Sun, we are moving over to the last paper for today, and that is the Daily Independent. On Daily Independent today, Friday, 17th of September, it says Southern governors back states collection of VAT. Southern governors back states collection of VAT. Southern governors back states collection of VAT. Urge full deployment of regional security outfits. Okay with states' enactment of anti-open grazing laws. So that's how it's been with review of newspaper headlines today's Nigeria. And of course, in the program is Inside Nigeria, reaching you from Leadership Podcast Studio. I apologize again for starting the program behind schedule. And of course, we didn't have public affairs analyst as usual to analyze the headline stories on today's major papers, but hopefully next week we'll be back. Thank you so much for staying faith and keeping faith with us. Next week is another day, and I wish you a beautiful weekend. I remain Winifred Ugwebo. Bye.